Hello, hello! It's Lord Surtr again, and well, this weekend's gonna be special because there are not gonna be many streams apparently. Um, Also, today at work I kinda hurt my back, so I may not be as vibrant as ever. It's kinda hurting, but um, it will be okay. Um, I also had some stuff planned, but yesterday I came home from work early and I had to sleep. I slept for 13 hours. I was not exactly sick, but not well. So anything I had planned isn't done. So it's gonna be a bit of a weird one today. I want to try the new destroyers. The plan was to set some up beforehand. I wasn't able to, so I'm gonna have to do some fitting and data crafting live now instead of having anything prepared. Yeah, but tomorrow I need to go bowling with work. There will not be much bowling because if you hurt your back, going bowling is not exactly the right call. But there's also like food and drinks, so I'm not gonna be bowling tomorrow. And the day afterwards, I just had a friend call me and basically say that there's a medieval reenactment event that they do every year. Apparently, it is this weekend. So on Sunday, I will probably head over there. And since I have an early shift next week, by the time the day is over, I will have to go to bed, and I'm unable to stream on Sunday. So the Frontier stream that I planned for Sunday, I guess it's also cancelled. But I'm doing this weird thing apparently. Some people call it touching grass. Apparently, you need to do it even once in a while. So I guess that's what I'm doing this weekend. But yeah, so I'm gonna take a look at the tower. I really want to. I'm so interested in these destroyers, though. Like, they're so good. I believe they can be really good. This one is not fitted yet. Did I import a fit yet? Oh yeah. I've got an active fit and a passive fit. The passive fit I don't have high hopes for tier 2. But, I mean, I can try. The active fit is expensive with a custom B-type medium shield booster. I don't know about this one. But if I want to go for tier 2 with this thing, and I want to try tier 2, it's gotta be able to tank. And I'm gonna look it up. I was also busy with the Dragoon apparently. Dragoon is a really strange ship, as well as the Argos. Wait a second, I don't even have fits in Pi-Fi yet? Oh, I'm gonna have to do a Pi-Fi session here. Because Pi-Fi always makes it much easier to improve on anything. Let's get this one to copy to clipboard. Should have Pi-Fi here somewhere. Is it this? Yep. Right. Okay. Sorry, I gotta do this. Usually I do this off stream, but this is the fit I had in game. This was probably going to be dark mainly. With the rocket launchers, let's see. Nova Rage gets me 12.7. Nova Javelin gets me 22.8. Really good to kite, still 174 DPS. So if you get the drone battlecruiser room, I can just kite around and kill it from range. Same with the Sancha Knights. 300 DPS with rage. That's pretty good. So I'm just gonna add a few effects here. Dark Matter Field 1. Also gonna add the Gamma ray afterglow, I assume, yeah. Not at the same time, you can switch between them. Let's see. Why did I have the custom? Because I was a cheaper one at 159 million. Still kept stable with it. Not sure if that's a cheaper one. Custom B type 159. Oh yeah, medium shield booster. That's what I missed. The medium. If I get this one, I get better capacitor, same fitting, repairs a lot less, and is only a couple of million cheaper. Alright. The Pit and B type uses a big fat amount of capacitor. Repairs a lot more. Requires a lot more fitting, which I do not have. I'm gonna stick with this one for now. I mean, we are cap stable, 1 MN micro afterburner, so I'm only doing 1000 in the dark matter. And if I go gamma 700 meters per second, that's not great, but it's okay. It's rockets, so range is not that great. What else do I want to check? '11 CPU 14. What to do with this high slot? Small knot will fit. Probably yes. Yep. Why not? Oh shit, CPU. Let's see. .25. Really? Okay, not a NOS. No, there's no way that works. Nope. I guess it has to stay empty. Auto-targeting system is an option, but yeah, it doesn't really help us in any way. Do I buy these on Tranquility? What are the stats of the ship? Very important. Light missile and rocket rate of fire. Shield booster amount. Light missile and rocket explosion velocity. Light missile and rocket max velocity. Something that I'm missing here. If I go in game and look at the actual tower, what I'm missing here is explosive. The word explosive. Because this one only gives bonus to explosive. And the Talwar Navy doesn't discriminate. It has all damage. So with this one you can fire anything and do equal damage. That means I need more different rockets in this thing. I'm expecting the first one to die, so that will be an expensive one for 200 million. But I want to go for tier 2. I will do some tier 1s first, of course. I don't want to throw ships away, even though basically what I'm doing, but so since I can fight anything, I could use a few Mjolnir rockets and Novas. How much? I'm always confused how many rockets I need to stack. 4,000, would that be enough? How fast do I fire 4,000 rockets? Let's make it 5,000. Yeah, 5,000. And then some javelin, just because they have range and give me the ability to kite comfortably. $3,000 of each would be good enough. You know what's nice about this? It doesn't have drones. Because drones in the Abyss, if they're not Choristas, they just die. That's my experience with them. It is also the main reason I don't like the Dragoon or the Algos very much. They work, but I don't like them. Because I need to replace them way too often. I mean the drone bay. I just don't like that. Let's get this back to clipboard, into the game, we'll buy this stuff, and yeah. It's 200 million, bye-bye. Yeah, just the first one, 200 million. I really want to make this work from this first time, right? Way too expensive. What are we gonna run? Dark, I assume? Calm Dark. I probably have some there. I'm gonna take like 12. Agitated. That's gonna be interesting. Let's take 10. If I no, 10. If I survive 5 runs, that's a good start. It's not enough to be satisfied with, but do I go for gammas? I will take a few. Calm should be really easy, to be honest. Let's just take 6. Agitated gammas will be a serious issue, I imagine. I'll take 6. What's my resist profile? Of course, let's jump into the fitted one. That helps. 46 thermal, so I guess we stay away from Firestorm, definitely. EM with 54 is also maybe kinetic. Exotic. Can try exotic. I'll just have to add some kinetic missiles. If this one dies, we'll buy another one. Maybe look at the fit, adapt a little bit. That is the price of figuring it out. Did I just buy one? Javelin rockets, Scourge. Nope, only 304. No. What? Who sells 300 rockets? Somebody who just ran out of rockets, probably. So indeed, I have full 5 skills with this. Exact same number in Python as in game. Yep. Hey, good evening. 5 jumps. I'm doing it a little bit away from Cheetah, but not too far. We'll go see how the Stalwart Navy, Stalwart Fleet, how it does. I mean the one with duct tape, rust, or what else is it? Did I sum up the majority of Mimitar jokes, maybe? Probably. They're very original. Most of them, at least. I do like the model, though. It's a little bit longer. Some extra knobs and bits. It's like a tower that picked up a few armor plates here and there. This one's seasoned. It's been through a few scrap heaps already. Also, nobody told me I have it in the little screen. Let's fix that, shall we? Let's fix that. That was funny. There we go. Now you see the big one. I can fly everything except a few capitals. I can fly everything in game. Fun part about being a mini pilot is I can fit almost everything onto those boats. Some of them are really versatile, yeah. Typhoon Fleet Issue, for example. Can go with missiles, can put turrets on it, even autocannons. It's bonus actually for projectiles as well as missiles. You can make an armor tank it, you can shield tank it. Yeah. Also, big fat drone base, so don't forget the drones. Yeah. The only thing it really isn't effective with is hybrid sword lasers. It will still do damage with it, but you don't get the bonuses. That would be, maybe be a stretch. I really want to push these Navy destroyers into tier 2 though. That is kind of the dream. Which is why I fitted this one. This one's 220 million total package. That is not cheap. If it works for tier 2, you can always see if we can make it cheaper. But I'm not that confident in tier 2 in this thing. Even though the application bonuses on this thing are amazing. Yeah, I hardly had any time to prepare anything for today, so I basically went home, I ate, got a message from a friend about Sunday, and went live. So this is probably a completely ad hoc, unprepared, chaotic stream. I know what I want to do, but I don't have it prepared. So I will probably not go through all the Navy destroyers today. I'll try, but probably not. Especially since I've never even looked at the Dragoon or the Algos in terms of making a fin. And my Corax fit is probably pretty bad because I had to fix it in the in-game tool. So I couldn't account for any of the extra info that Python gives. It just means that it needs more time perfecting. Oh, I only brought the exotic. Really? I got pissed. Funny. But okay, I have enough here. No worries. We are good. More than good. Wow. Some serious numbers here. Okay, what are we gonna start with? The obvious one, dark. Two runs of dark. Tier 1, sorry. Let's go. If I die, I'll pop back in Jita and I can buy the next one. Well, not across the whole Eve universe because they have several nodes and such, and like Jita is on its own node. Certain clusters are on its own node, and as soon as they know about a fight that's going to happen or is happening, they tend to put those systems or clusters on their own nodes. So the lag is usually limited to the node, the server node, essentially that is on. So it's not the whole of Eve that lags, it's just a part of Eve. But yes, that still exists, of course. And I will not be a part of those. Because that for me is terrible gameplay and not fun at all. I'd rather waste my time doing this, losing ships, than looking at a screensaver in some kind of a fight for some... I don't even know what the reason would be. Let's go calm dark. I need to be in fleet. Let me also check that I went live with the right title, because Kick was acting up with the category and being a bit weird. Looks to be alright. Yeah. The whole of Eve is a bit, that would be annoying. Also, that would be way too often. Let's go! First time into the abyss with this one. I'm skipping tier 0. The tower does tier 1 just fine. So this is a navy version. This should do it as if it were nothing. Right. So I've got rage floated. Let's go with javelin. The rate of fire on this thing though. Come on. What? What is that rate of fire? Yeah, I'm only gonna do one tier 1. After this, we'll do tier 2 dark. That will be interesting. The part that I figured I would fail is probably the tank. The part of the ship that I do not have a lot of faith in for tier 2 consistently. Not just 1 or 2 runs when you get lucky, but it needs to defeat everything consistently. Is the tank essentially. The defenses. If it fails anywhere, it's going to be there. It has the DPS, it definitely has the application. It has the speed because we're in dark. If anything fails, it's a tank. Yes, I don't think the game needs Titans now. There's a lot of ships in this game, but we're way past the tipping point at this moment. There is no going back anymore. I wish, but there isn't. I mean, I can fly 4 or 5 different Titans. Actually, on this character, this is actually my Titan pilot, technically. Although, don't go looking for one because I never had one. I was about to buy one, and then I figured, yeah, but what am I actually going to do with it? I had trained on all the skills and everything, so I lost all those billions, and I will never see them again. Which is one of my biggest mistakes and regrets in this game. Well, it is. I had a late shift, and I kind of hurt my back at work. Not to mention that I haven't been really that good the past few days. I had stuff prepared that I couldn't complete. So this stream is a bit of chaos, or, well, unplanned, whatever. But I'm throwing the new destroyers into the abyss. Starting with the Talwar, which to me looks the most promising. Because the other 2 of the destroyers have drones, and therefore I will always see them as inferior. Abyssal-wise, that is. The problem with the Algos is it inherits the absolutely obnoxious drone bay from the Algos. And the problem that I see with it is it still uses drones. And drones die a lot in the Abyss, unless they're Choristas. I just don't like that. So the Algos and the Dragoon will always be lesser to me than the other 2, because the other 2 don't use drones. But that's just my opinion, that is not a fact. That's just an opinion. I don't like to micromanage and constantly replace drones. And also having to sort them into flights of 35 bandwidth. Who came up with that idea? That is the most annoying part of it. Yeah, the guns are good, yeah. This is just my first abyssal. This is just a tier 1 warm-up. After this run, I'm gonna try one tier 2 dark. I'm sure I'll regret it, and if I die, I'll be back in Cheetah so I can buy the next one. This one's only 220 million. I'm sure the fit can be improved on. I've got a fairly expensive shield booster, because I was afraid it wouldn't tank enough. Oh, for tier 1s. I know this thing works for tier 1s, all 4 of them. For the simple reason, the regular ones work perfectly fine for tier 1s. So the navies can only be better. Actually managed to run tier 2s in it, but I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, tier 2 is what I aim for, but I'm not expecting it to be easy or necessarily possible. But I want to see if it can do it. I want to see if it's possible. It doesn't mean I will recommend it, but we'll see. Let's jettison this for now. So this is a tier 2. This is a tier 2. I'm sure I'll be tested here. Tier 2 dark. It's a rocket fit Talbar fleet issue, so rockets in dark is always the best place. I am fully cap stable, so no problem using the booster. I'm gonna go with rage here. If my tank holds, I will clear it. If there's a weak link on this ship, it is going to be the tank. I've got 300 DPS with rage. That will do. Five remote repairing Damavix though. Even though the remote repairs are a little bit less than in other rooms, it's still not easy to break. Like, what the hell? Wait, let me just see. Now it shows. And then suddenly, okay. And this one just slices right through. Okay. Maybe application issue, or maybe they didn't reach, even though I have 13 kilometers with rage. It should be enough, but... Oh, 17? Oh, I'm on the edge of a speed cloud. Oh, shit. That is why. Let's move away. That explains. Don't do this in speed clouds in the dark, especially with Damavix. They're fast enough without speed clouds. Let me actually deactivate my afterburners so that they orbit me within range. That should be enough, as long as they don't enter the speed cloud. Yeah, speed clouds are not helpful here. I just love looking at rockets. I like the way they fly. Oh no, targeting range maybe, but I'm up close and personal. That doesn't affect me at all. The blinding in this case are basically irrelevant. I've got rockets. I'm gonna be point blank anyway. It's sensor dampening, not it's not missiles. It's just targeting. Can be annoying if you're a long range ship, but if you're rockets, you really don't care. Still not hitting? No. Sometimes it looks like it's almost delayed. I will also try the light missile version. In most cases, I prefer that one much more. For the simple fact that, well, you have range. You can be wherever and you'll hit. That was actually worse than expected. Took almost 5 minutes. And the problem was application. Some of the rockets were just not arriving. Even with the extended range of the ship. What that tells me is that I probably don't want to go rockets in other filaments. I'm probably gonna have to switch to light missiles there. And that means my fitting no longer works because it needs more. I don't know if it's power grid or CPU, but it needs more than I have. Speed cloud over there. For tier 1, it blasts everything out of the water. I'm absolutely sure. The Talbot does, so this one does as well. Tier 2, I don't know. This is the first one. Room 2. But my first impressions with rockets stay in dark. Light missiles, I need to make a fit. Will it be easy? Well, I mean, this room, yes. The last room, definitely need good skills. But so far, the tank is not budging one bit. To be fair, it has not been tested yet, but seems good. And if this holds this well, the tank, I will probably downgrade the shield booster a bit. Because I am using a custom B-type medium shield booster. Maybe that's a bit overkill. But the first time I go in, I want to go in with overkill. Especially on the tank. Oh, this song. Oh, has been so long.
A module has run out of charges.
When was this actually? I believe I was still in school. Anyway, room 2 clear, and this one was actually a fast room compared to the last one. Last one took around 5 minutes. So this was much better. Tank, honestly, have you seen damage? I haven't. Alright, let's go Mjolnir. Oh, I accidentally loaded Javelin. I'm gonna load Rage. This is usually a bad plan. I need to test the tank. We're gonna head for the Fisher. The one I usually try to kite. It's a webby fire, but let's just go for it, kill it, move on. Hey, damage on the tank. Woohoo! Let's get the Hunter next, and then all the trappers. If this holds, then I'm impressed. I'm impressed. If you want to be safer in this room, you just fly away and use your javelins with like 23 kilometers of range to kill one or two of them from a distance. Short range, medium range. Okay, that's good. No problem whatsoever. I'm gonna do another one after this, and then I'm gonna see if I can try another filament. Maybe go gamma. Problem is I'll still be with rockets. I may need to go with light missiles for that. But I'll try to come up with a fit with light missiles for gammas. Maybe even passive tank, if that's possible for tier 2. This might be a whole stream of Talwar. There's a lot of stuff to test. A lot of fits. I had the same when I went with the original Talwar. I spent like a whole 2 evenings on it. Just kept finding fits, kept testing them, and it kept working. So that was sometimes it needs to die or fail at some point. That one just didn't. It just didn't fail. Okay, tier 2 done without any issues really. Like the first room was a bit annoying, but to be fair, in the beginning I was on the edge of a speed cloud. The speed cloud was screwing with the velocity of the Damavix. Nice. I'm gonna do one more with this fit and this shield booster, and then I'm gonna see if I can maybe get a cheaper shield booster fitted somehow. And still have some tank left. Maybe I should go for a small shield booster.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
That does free up a lot of fitting. Mm. Agitated dark. One more run to test the waters. And then I'm gonna test one calm gamma. Just to see how rockets behave outside of dark and whether it's even viable with this thing. I'm not gonna go tier 2 with on the gamma just yet. Because for other filaments I'd rather have light missiles, really.
Warp drive active.
But from the first look, I would say tier 2 is definitely possible with this. Now, it has to be consistent. No, that's a lot of Ephialtes. Mjolnir Rage loaded. Oh, I didn't realize I have actually two picture reels going over each other in the background. Okay. Harvest one is still open on in the background. I didn't realize. Oh well. Makes for some nice extras, right? That was not planned. Tank is holding just fine. Uh,
Our module has run out of charges.
yeah, I like this ship. I like this ship. The Corax, I don't think it's gonna do as well as a Talware. Because a Talware gets something the Corax doesn't. Tank bonus. Shield booster amount. Corax doesn't get that. I think I need to switch to Javelin here. Because of they're going out of range quite often. Javelin does do lower DPS, sure. But if I don't hit, I do 0. So Javelin does more than 0. And my javelin still does 174. Right. It's 1 a.m. I'm gonna do like 2 or 3 hours more. I had to start really late because, well, late shift at work. Life.
The module has run out of charges.
Yep, I am impressed. I'm probably gonna try to reduce the tank on this one a bit to make it cheaper. I did go for a very good shield booster on this one. It feels a little bit more than I need. More than a little bit. I just didn't want to die the first time trying. Now it's fine tuning. For dark at least. Gammas, for example, or other filaments with rockets, I don't know. Maybe. But I want to go with the light missile version. I think it's going to be much more comfortable to run, provided it fits. Ah, shit. Okay, well, I guess I'll tank here for a bit. I meant to reload Nova Rage. Yeah, this thing is cap stable with a medium shield booster. And that medium shield booster gets plus 7.5% per level. More boost. Pretty good. Killing the first one's always the hardest one. Their remote repair. The Damavix at least, which is also why I'm killing those first. Lowest resist is thermal, I believe. 46, yeah, 54 EM. All Damavix are down. No more remote repairs.
A module has run out of charges.
The reason I'm sitting so stiff is because I did hurt my back at work today. Maybe, I don't know, during next week or next week, gonna try the Algos and the Dragoon. So I have a feeling I'm gonna be busy with Talver for a while. Figuring it out, like, because I want to go cheap on this, but at the same time it's gotta be able to do it. That probably means losing a fair few in the process. And next week, Tuesday, Cradle of War launches. And next week, I guess I will do this between things, maybe one stream in the weekend, on the weekend, to figure out the destroyers, because I'll be starting up a new project with a new character, checking out Exordium and the new stuff. Perfect target. Thanks for the raid. Welcome in. How was the stream? How are you? Hope you're better than I am. Really hope so. I'll get you a shout out in a moment. Currently in a tier 2 abyss, dark tier 2 with a rocket tower fleet issue, sorry. We met our Don 2 navy. They fleet. Okay. I'm gonna switch to the javelins. And I'm gonna just guide a bit. Because these things can hurt. Alright.
That was the worst thing I ever heard.
It was terrible.
Horrendous.
Well, it wasn't that bad.
Oh, yeah?
There were parts of it I liked.
Yeah, I liked a lot of it.
Yeah, it was good.
It was great.
It was wonderful.
Oh, bravo.
More.
More.
I really need to buy new headbuds, right? Earbuds. They're crackling up a bit and then the sound goes really loud. Okay, my range is 22.7, so I'm out of range. There's no point in firing the missiles. Let's manual pilot for a bit. Tier 2 dark seems to be really good for a tower. Please. You know what? I can tank this one. Let's go Rage. There's one remaining. My tank has not been tested. It has not been tested. So I believe I can make this this cheaper. I'm using a Kiston B-type medium shield booster. Looks like that's overkill. So I can go cheaper. Which is always good news. Ah. Oh. Mm. That's a good thing I'm not intending to do a super long stream today. My back would complain. Now tomorrow there will not be a stream, and on Sunday it is highly unlikely that there will be a stream. So this is gonna be the only one for the weekend for me. It doesn't happen a lot. It's rare. Tomorrow I gotta go with work, go do some eating, drinking, and bowling. There will be none of the bowling for me. My back will not stand for it currently. I'm not gonna make sure I'm at home on Monday. If I'm at home from work, I want to be at home for reasons like vacation or something similar. Not because I hurt myself. It's not gonna be a fun time whether I'm home or not. So let's check. There was. Oh yeah, I wanted to try one calm gamma to see how the rockets in the range go in gammas. Should be fine. Should be a quick run. I'm just not used to running rockets outside of dark very often. The range is usually a real issue. So I've got Rage. Let's just approach the Damovic. If this works out fine with the range, and the rage, might go for tier 2 as well. I'm just not 100% sure which filaments I should go for. I know my thermal resist is the lowest, and if I were to go Firestorm, well, I'm definitely not going to armor tank this thing. So I'm gonna refrain from doing Firestorm in this thing. Now electrical EM is second lowest resist. It might work, but for electrical you can get away with a lot more, capacitor wise. So I believe Gamma, Exotic, and Dark will be the way. Exotic for the fact that, well, if you look at the resists that I currently have, it's 60%. It's actually the highest. I mean, okay, I'm in a Gamma, so it's second highest, but it's pretty good for a tier 1 hull. Definitely not armor tanking this shit. Oh hell no. As you can see, the Talbar I have plenty of fits for, and they all work. I expect the Talbar Navy to be kind of the same. So I will definitely play around with this a lot. But I wanna get light missile fits working as well. Because light missiles with on a Talbar, you get like 63 kilometers of range. It's insane. So good. Or is it 47? I believe 63, right? Yeah, tier 1's definitely gonna be easy. Might even run Firestorm tier 1. Probably should test that. I'll do it off stream or at another point. Today I've got limited time, so I wanna focus on stuff that actually tests it a bit. Hey, thanks for the follow or subscription on YouTube. Yeah, my earbuds I need to replace. It's actually urgent. Maybe this time I'll actually look for some quality. Because the ones I'm using are cheap garbage from the supermarket, basically. But they have served me very well. Very, very well. Should I do one tier 2 gamma before trying to cheapen up the fit? Just to see. You know what? Let's be stupid. Do a tier 2 gamma and a tier 2 exotic afterwards. I'm not even gonna touch a tier 1 exotic. Straight into tier 2. Limited time, let's speedrun this shit. If I lose it, I'll be in Jita buying another one anyway. My dead clone is set to Jita, so there's a reason for that. Okay, that was tier 1. I'm gonna have to go to station because I didn't bring the filaments. I don't believe I did. Nope, I'm definitely not going first. Tier 3 is a dead sentence. Right? So 2 more runs, and then I'm gonna see if I can make the shield booster a bit less powerful and cheaper.
Warp drive active.
Looks like it could have a drone bay, but it doesn't. And what is this thing here? Is it like a door you can open if you want to just step out into space? Thanks for the follow. Like, seriously, to me, this looks like a door, like something for a space punk or something. Why else would this be here? Like a docking cradle? Then why is that thing there? I mean, there's no drone bay, so if this isn't a drone bay, what is it? Cargo access? I don't know. I'm just wondering.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Let's go for tier 2, for 2 different filaments now. Plenty of ammo for all things, so let's go. Agitated exotic, yep, because we have not done that yet. Agitated gamma, because again, we've not done that yet. Electrical, I'm really not keen on running with this ship. Then I would need a completely different fit, focused on fixing the EM resist, I would imagine. Firestorm, well, this is... Oh, my back, man. This is not an armor tank. It's like I'm all getting old, you know? Like, no, I hurt my back. I had to remove some filters from, well, it's hard to explain. But they were basically stuck. There was some absolute garbage in there, and they were stuck. Had to really push with and pull with a lot of force, and yeah, I forced something not good. Something with crack, and it wasn't the filter.
Warp drive active.
Heaven and hell. Yes. Since I've just done gamma, let's do tier 2. That was tier 1, this is tier 2. Tier 3 is not gonna work out. I don't think it is. Imagine. I'll do that later. This is Charybdis, so null charge. Yeah, I'd like to take that out. Sure. A range on the rockets is so nice to have. Yep. Am I hitting? Yep, because he's moving towards me. Nice. Let's launch some Nova Javelins. Although maybe I could have reloaded the rage. 23 kilometers of range on this. Good evening, good morning, good night. Like, they all work. Right, we're in range. This is a tier 2 Yama with a Talbot fleet issue. And it is honestly doing fine. Room 1 though. Tier 2 Dark, I am absolutely confident it can do it. But I have not done enough runs myself. I've only started today. To verify. Like, I could have gotten lucky. It's possible. A couple of runs do not tell the story. Yeah, let's launch. Well, let's go Mjolnir, right? No. Why did I load Mjolnir? Well, I'll finish Mjolnir then. I mean, Gamma, I should load explosive ammo. Especially versus targets that Omni-Tank. Use the filament. Uh, 300 DPS. Cheat. With rage. And a really strong shield booster in this ship. That will definitely need to be cheaper. Or switch to a light. Sorry, a small. Maybe. I've got a medium fitted.
A module has run out of charges.
Omni-Tank. Omni-Damage. Still gonna try to get to the loot. It's room 1. We're 5 minutes in. A lot of extra shield on that ship there. Also, I'm not as fast as I am in Dark, of course. And my range is kinda shit with rockets. I'm probably gonna favor light missiles. For anything except Dark. I mean, if I can move the shield booster to a small, I will probably have enough hitting resources to pit light missiles. So I can fit a really good small shield booster, still get the 7.5% shield boost bonus per level, and then go with light missiles and have excellent range and the ability to kite. Let's go with Nova Rage by default. This was a very long room. Wait, what? Is your last name Surtr? Is that a last name? So the answer is no. I mean, Surtr? What does that mean? I'm gonna go with Nova Javelin, because these things can hurt. And I want to stay at range, if possible, and I'm close range now. Honestly, if you're gonna be that close, I could have stayed with rage. In dark, I am faster. In dark, I'm faster than they are. Turns out in gammas, I'm not.
A module has run out of charges. Yeah, I'm just playing it it's safe, staying at range here. It will go down, they will die. A module has run out of charges.
Honestly, dark is much better. Much faster, time-wise. And given that the tank is holding so well, I have high hopes for exotic. Because exotic doesn't get an HP bonus. So I kill faster. Because this ship, unlike the regular Talbar, does not have an explosive bias. The regular Talbar has like 5% per level explosive damage. This one does not. It's overall increase. So you're not locked into anything. Fire whatever the filament requires or your enemy requires. Okay, Nova Javelin. I'm gonna go with Nova Rage again here. Right. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. I've got the rage loaded. I'll have to wait a little bit until they're closer. They don't neutralize, so no problem. You're close. Look at that application. Nice. Thermal is my weakness, even in here. 46, even in here. And this is a minus 50% explosive resistance penalty as well. Thermal is my weakness. So Firestorm, unless I completely overhaul the fit, it's not worth it. Around 5 minutes remain. Let me see. I have something turned off. Nope, it's tracking the wrong one. There we go. There is the Abyss timer. It's now visible. I still had it set for my other account.
A module has run out of charges.
So from what I found today, tier 2 dark is so far preferred. Because if you look at the timer, it's not exactly looking good, is it? I mean, it's good enough. I'll defeat the timer, no problem. But barely. That's the point. You're better off running tier 1 fast than doing this tier 2. $1.6 million. Rank-wise, I can lose a bit on the shield booster. Well, let's see. I don't want to go in with loot. Agitated electrical. Ooh, tempting. Definitely not Firestorm. Firestorm's a bad idea. Tricks get it? No, Firestorm's a very bad idea. The electrical is tempting. Exotic it is for now. Electrical, well, you gotta die somewhere. Mjolnir Rage, yep. Let's preload Mjolnir. Let's go in. Friday always this quiet? Kimura. I just started to wonder, like, this is unusually quiet today. Kikimuras tend to be killers, but... Oh, I went into... Right. Load Rage. Yeah, Rage, Rage, Rage. Almost in Kikimura range anyway. Already getting hit severely. Okay. Bad idea, Kikimura's kill you. I am dead. Maybe we should not go easy on the tank. I mean, the reason I say I'm dead is if any of them spool up even further. But then they go out of range. Why? And now the other one's out of range. What? You know, light missiles would be nice here. Nope, that. What the fuck? Okay, the other one again. Yep, look at that hit. Will be in Cheetah soon. If this doesn't work, believe me, electrical is gonna be a lot worse. I don't think I'm gonna beat this room. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna try, but and reload. Yeah, of course, reload. Also, we cannot overheat forever. I'm not killing it. So, or I let it regen completely and repair completely, which means I start over, or I go in and die. I'm gonna go for the heroic option. Stupid option. Gonna go in and we're gonna die. There we go. Well, and I wanted to decrease the tank on this. I hadn't seen a Kikimora room yet. Light missiles could be the fix here. Then I could stay far away. Let's take a quick fix and a look. Since I'm not going to do rockets in... Well, gammas also wouldn't be that great. I think I'm going to go with the rockets for tier 2 dark only. That looks like a smart play. In dark, they would have missed a lot more. And they would have had to come closer. Which all works in my favor. This annoys me though. 159 million? That is like a thorn in my eye. I want to get rid of this thing. But I'm not sure it's a smart choice. Yeah. I'm gonna quickly try and then I'm gonna go for the light missile fit. So we're gonna go this as a reference, 142.7 EHP per second. And then this. Let's just go with Dread Goristas maybe. 117 is a lot less. And 14 million. Capacitor's also dead now. What about small? Hey, thank you for the follow. Let's see. Small shield booster. What about attack 2? 52. That is definitely not gonna work. PTB type. Oh, that's a remote. Shit. Remove the rocket launcher. I'll fix it later. PTB type. 96.6. Capacitor's looking a lot better though. Can I lose this now? 27, that's not that good for capacitor, but... This thing's gonna be very vulnerable to neutralizers. And you do get some of them, definitely, in tier 2. What if I remove that? 143 million. Might as well use the medium then. But I'm gonna check how much I gain by putting a missile cannons enhancer. Here we go. 12.7. 14.2 on the rage. I'm gonna put the rocket launcher back. So with Javelin we get 25.6. What with faction? 17. Nah. Rage is nice though. Got 301 DPS with Rage. This B-type mod. Yeah. I'm gonna stick with my previous version. This doesn't look as good. It's not that stable. Nope. I'll scrap this one. Let's try to come up with a light missile. We'll fix the fitting later. Nova Furies get me, oh, 47 it is. Well, it's good enough. That is good enough. 46.1% cap stable. Okay, fitting is about 14.5 CPU. How can I get CPU on this thing? I could drop this. I could drop this. Nope. $213 DPS, but with great range and application. I could go with a small shield booster. Let's just go Kisti A-type, 200 million. No. PT A-type, 181. Repairs more. 181 million. It's a bit steep. PT B-type, 143. I will have to do. Good evening, good morning. Trying to fix a Talwar fleet issue. Well, with light missiles, since rockets for anything else than dark. Yeah, don't feel great. Capacitor's very stable now. Now I don't really need the application here. And if I remove this one, my CPU is incredibly tight, so might as well keep it on here. And then we're just safely as stable as we can possibly get. Since I just died in the previous version, because I was trying stuff I hadn't done before, I'll go with this one with the light missiles. I'm gonna, well, thermal is still the lowest resist, so I'm gonna ditch the Infernals here. Let's go 4,000 of each. $209 million is total cost. It's so steep. But I don't want to go. The problem is shield booster. If I want to go tier 2, the shield booster is so expensive. That's what I don't like. Uh, what I had earlier was this one. No, this one. Sorry, this one. 144 every 3 seconds. 35 capacitor. Really good though. No, there's nothing like it. You've got a C-type. What? Discord is connected and reconnected again. It's 2 a.m. again. Is this is Spotify suddenly crackling up or? Still sounds good, okay? Yeah. The medium one doesn't fit with the light missiles. Then I have to give up something else somewhere else. So I'm gonna try with this one. Yeah, I'm gonna try this one. I've also got this one still. Passive shield tank fit. We'll see. How much is that actually? Only 81 million. We'll get back to that one. Yeah. I'll get back to that one.
Warp drive active.
Random Twitch pop up. I'll do a dark one as well to start. Dark tier 2 straight away. And then gonna try gamma, maybe. And then exotic. With a couple of jumps out.
Drive active.
Yeah, I gotta do a lot of runs with these things. This is something like when I figure out a fit, and then I need to do it for like 15-20 runs during a stream or something at some point. I didn't prepare any fits because of, well, real life and work last few days and this week. And I've been doing a lot of healer runs for tier 4s to record for the video.
Warp drive active.
Almost there, one jump.
Warp drive active.
I'm gonna go to the station to pick up a few filaments, and then we're gonna continue, I guess. With the light missile fit, the range is gonna be so much better. Yes, my DPS drops by a fair bit. This thing has application bonuses and excellent range. We should be fine. Hey, Bombastic, good evening, good morning, or good night. Depending on where you are. I'm actually hurting.
Warp drive active.
Yesterday I made a mistake due to, well, I guess being sick of a little bit at work. I went home early. I slept for 13 hours. Actually slept. That tells me something was seriously wrong, because I don't sleep that long. And today was not much better, but
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I hurt my back today, so not super serious, but enough to hurt. So yeah, fun. Gonna go for tier 2 dark. Then I'm gonna do a tier 2 gamma maybe. And a tier 2 exotic. Not doing abyss tonight here. Oh. Ah. Yeah. I figured I would need to look at these destroyers. I need to look at these destroyers.
Warp drive active.
And the Talwar's gonna take me a while because this thing is awesome. Oh, Talwar looks awesome. Rocket fit, tier 2 dark, sure. Can do tier 2 dark, but so far I had to use an expensive shield booster, and I'm not sure I can make it a lot cheaper. I'm gonna try, but it's basically a 220 million fit. So is it worth it? No. It is not. But you can fit the Talwar fit for tier 1 onto this thing, and just run tier 1s a lot faster with this. I didn't even look, honestly. I just bought one. I'm near Cheetah still, so I'm in the forge. Is that the Cheetah region? We'll see. Navy, it's fleet. Limited or special. I'm still near 32 million, 32, 33 million for the Talwar. Let's take the Algos. 39, 40. Algos is more expensive for some reason. I like the Algos a lot less than I do the tower. Let's go, Dark. Tier 2. This fit is 209 million. I'm still using the same shield boost. Oh no, I'm using a small shield booster now. It does mean that I'm really stable for the capacitor. 47 range. Yeah, my earbuds are constantly shifting volume. I need new ones. These ones are breaking. Or maybe it's my volume control actually, which is worse because that's tied to everything else. Oh well. $2 million. I don't expect any issues in Dark Abyssals with these things. The rocket version was fantastic in Dark. The light missile one will also be pretty damn good. It's just Ingame and such, we'll see. This is only a small shield booster, as opposed to a medium earlier. I had to give something to fit the light missiles. Yeah, this is a DPS check, so a bit of a tedious room. They happen. 212 DPS sheet. Yeah. 301 with rage. At a range of 12.7 kilometers. It does get a range bonus. And also an application bonus. This thing is really nice. Like, the bonuses are amazing. Yeah, rate of fire, shield booster amount, really good. That's what makes this thing survive. An explosion velocity, and also 50% roll bonus to max velocity, so range essentially. Or well, it translates into range. And the range is what makes it worth it. What makes the rockets much more viable. It's similar to a Hawk. There's also a reason that a Hawk is so much better. It's the same reason that our fleet issue is so much better. But is it worth flying this for tier 2? No. I think, I mean, the fit that I'm running currently, maybe I can dumb it down still. But this is only the first time I'm doing this. Today is the first time I enter an abyss with these things. But it's about 200 million plus. And I find that a bit steep, even though I've definitely run frigates in tier 1 that are 200 million plus, like the Karmer, for example. But usually that means the hull is just expensive. Here it's not the hull that is expensive. It's the shield booster I'm running. 143 million for this small shield booster. I don't like that.
A module has run out of
But I'm not sure how much cheaper I can go without, like... Yes, tier 1 you can fit the Talwar fit on this. Probably with even a lot of room to spare in terms of fitting. You can make it you can improve on it. Because this thing is... it's a much better Talwar. And a Talwar really wrecks in tier 1. So... I would say this is only going to be much better than that. But I'm just trying to push it here today. I'll definitely look at tier 1 and see how cheap I can go there. But that's afterwards. I want to see what I can do today, what I can do now. And that's tier 2. And yes, it annoys me that it's expensive, but yeah. If I cheapen up the shield booster too much, I'm gonna be comfortable and flying really easy in most rooms, and then there will be that one room where you just die. But then again, if you fly cheap, you probably make your money back. But I'm a weirdo. I like to live. I like to not die. And if it takes a little bit more investment, I tend to do it if it's reasonable. Like 50 million, sure. But if you're saying like another billion, hell no. Even for the cruiser, I like to fly cheaper if possible. But it still has to survive. Because if it doesn't survive, I'm not gonna make any money, and I'm not gonna have a ship. Oh, this range is so nice. I like light missile fits a lot more than rockets, but that's a personal opinion. I just like the casual flying, the nice range. I just like that. I fly wherever I want and I'll still hit you from here. I love that. And yes, rockets do more damage, sure. But you need to be up close. Don't want to go into that cloud. But in dark, this thing is really tanking that very well. I need to get that Kikimora room. I need to get a Kikimora room in this thing. Give me all the hard rooms. I mean, as much as I don't like losing this, I'm trying to find a fit. I'm trying to test. So give me the hard rooms. Please. When I want to make money, give me all the easy stuff. Just pile up the hard rooms now. Make me suffer. Make me break my back on buying these fits. I mean, I'm already doing it in real life. Might as well do it in game. It's the time. Come on, game. Show me what you got. Bring it. Oh. But a tier 1 version, well, you basically just take one of these tower fits, copy paste it onto this one, and then see what else you can maybe get away with. Like if you go for this, I mean, you get an extra mid slot for one. I mean, put a cap battery in here or something, although you don't even need it. You could probably lose one of these. Put a cap battery here, lose one of these in the low slots, get more damage out of it. Yeah. And you can do it without upgrading any of the stuff. Because you do not need a better shield booster. You get a shield boost bonus for free. So the shield booster you have is going to be even better. Oh, seriously? Just another DPS room? Okay. I wanted to test a lot of destroyers today, but it's already 2:20 AM. Should I try Corax after this? Or should I go for a passive shield tank? Whoa. Passive shield tank attempt. So I can continue the tower for quite a while. I'm starting to feel that I should keep this shield booster though. I guess for tier 2, you're gonna make some sacrifices. And if you wanna do an easier tier 2, fly another destroyer. Go Jackdaw. People not 100% recommend. Or Flycatcher. Stork. Nope. We're in dark. Let's go for Mjolnir. Because of the shields. And you'll see why. If you go through the shields, you want to fire Mjolnir. And, well, I mean, thermal afterwards. Okay, interesting. Well, I figured army would go explosive, but nope, it is actually thermal. The one ammo I did not bring. I mean, you can kill it with anything, it's just gonna be a little slower. Hey, Spongy, good evening. Good morning. Currently in a Talbar fleet issue in a tier 2 dark. Orbiting a space potato. I'm not doing as well as I could, no. My back is hurting and I'm really tired. And this is gonna be the only stream of the weekend, most likely.
That was the worst thing I ever heard.
It was terrible.
Horrendous.
Well, it wasn't that bad.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, there were parts of it I liked.
Yeah, I liked a lot of it.
Yeah, it was good.
It was great.
It was wonderful.
Oh, bravo.
More.
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 Because tomorrow I need to go eat drink and go bowling with work. Since I kind of hurt my back today, there's not going to be much bowling for me. Because it's only going to hurt my back even more. And on Sunday, I'm going to go to an event nearby that is basically medieval reenactment. So they're going to do a whole show and everything. It's a whole weekend. I'm going to go visit a couple of friends there. May run into some more people there. So that's usually the time I would be streaming. So that's not going to happen. So it's not going to be much this weekend. I will not be around. I'll try to make it up by hopefully producing another video during the week. I'm getting close to finishing a tier 4 Gila video. It'll pass, buddy. Yes, it doesn't feel like I actually broke my back or anything. It's just I overextended. It's just a bit strained. I've had it before. Okay, I was younger, but that doesn't matter. But it's not the worst. It could be much, much worse. I'm not actually worried. It's just annoying. I refuse to acknowledge age, at least when it comes to me. If I don't wake up with some minor pain, I start wondering if I'm dead. Oh man. I don't want to sound so pessimistic, like life is suffering. If I'm not suffering, I'm not alive. No, I want to be happy. Happy thoughts. Does that sound so depressing, man? No, I refuse. Life? I refuse. I mean, I don't refuse life. I mean, you know what I mean. Even if I don't. Can this shit just die, please? My timer's not looking too healthy. This is making me believe that light missiles on this thing may not have enough DPS. Two minutes before the end of everything. I should put up a sign. The end is near. Repent now or something. Every time the abyss comes to the end. Oh man, that's something I should do, right? The end is near. You have 2 minutes. I should find something to put a button on the stream deck or something. Now I need to reload. Really? One minute 14. The loot, I will leave it behind. This is not comfortable. Okay, I got 2 battleship rooms, 2 heavy rooms, but still. Tier 2 with the tower. I'd like to be positive, but the rocket fit will kill this easily. But the rocket fit has more DPS. This thing... Life is both, it's wonderful and terrible. Once a person can accept that and it opens the mind, they can just release the bad after it happens. Focus on gratefulness for the good. Wow. Are we gonna go meditate soon, or back to the life thing? Just remember, where there is no struggle or suffering, there is no growth. This is where we grow. Tier 2. I'm putting this thing through tier 2, and the rocket fit does fine in dark. This thing, the light missiles, I may have to check the fit again. The problem is my CPU is so close to the limit. And I can potentially lose the flux coil, and then I will be barely cap stable. But I'm not going to be able to put in more DPS, because then my CPU will scream. And if I change anything else to fit the CPU, my capacitor will be gone. It's what I love doing that stuff, yeah. And every time FC puts out new fits, new ships, I got a job to do. And they don't stop putting out new ships, so I don't know, I guess I'll be here for a while. This is annoying me. You know what? Let's take a quick look. Let's see if I can change this one up. There's no medium on this. It's small. Medium don't fit. Ballistic control, let's see, we have 213 DPS. If I remove all three and I go for crosslinks, 100% CPU used. Ooh, a little bit more DPS. What, I like it when it hits 100%. I mean, not sure you can see it, but right here, 100% zero CPU left. It's perfection. That is perfection. If only I could get the power grid to also go 100%, because that would be a perfect fit. Good evening. It adds about 10 DPS for a 10 whole DPS. Okay, it could make a difference, but it puts my capacitor at 27.5, barely stable, so if I see a neutralizer, it dies first, or I'm gone. This is not gonna be comfortable to run. Nope. Damn it, I had higher hopes for the tower. I don't know what else to fit in. Definitely need the EM. I'm trying to push into tier 2, because I feel like this is kind of waste potential in tier 1. The tower does it fine, so I want to try tier 2. I'll test some cheap tier 1 fits afterwards, but because that's easy to make, especially with this. Just don't know. Small bay loading accelerator. Can I do this? Nope. Not gonna work out. There we go, over CPU. 238 dp. This would definitely fix this. Oh yeah. Maybe a tier 1. Well, 226. Better DPS, not by much, only 13 DPS extra. But 2 over the CPU. And now we're at 220, which gives me only 8 DPS extra. The capacitor's not even stable anymore. Maybe a memory cell 1. It fits. Capacitor 34.9, that fits. This thing is 207 million average. I estimated. 220 DPS. This fits. Tiny little bit more DPS. Just. I guess this is an improvement. But not sure what to do now. It still isn't enough. Well, it is an improvement. .0, this I'm just gonna name like this. Next one that I buy, if I die, will be this version, the slight improvement. In the meantime, this one's not dead yet. So, how do we kill this thing? While testing. Not that I want to lose it, it's 200 million plus. Do we go gamma or exotic? I'm gonna try exotic. Because I don't trust the timer on gammas. And let's load Scourge for this. I know I'd wanted to do other destroyers as well, but get rid of this, okay. Is she stuck at the gate? But a little bit of whoa, that was loud. Thanks for the follow.
Skill issue.
There is no skill issue here, mate. A little bit of extra DPS might be what it needs, though. $220 DPS isn't much for tier 2 solo. but it could be good enough. Could be good enough. Oh, I love this song. I guess it will only be the taller for today. Ah. I still need to get started on the Dragoon and the Algos. I was basically just gonna copy the tier 1, like the regular bits onto them and then see what I can improve or how they differ. But yeah. Well, the Talwar gets a tank bonus, the Corax I believe doesn't. I mean, the Corax looked way less tanky than the Talwar did. So the Corax probably does Dark Tier 2, but I'm not sure about anything else. Because you do need tank. Let's start heading back to the gate. I'm sure this one will die. One or two volleys. Two. So this is tier 2 exotic. My highest resist in general is exotic, which is why I gave this a shot. Still got 48 here, still more than thermal. Okay, room 2. Timer looks good. But that dark where I had like less than 2 minutes was a double battleship room with a room in between. It also took a little bit longer. I want to take out the Fidmac first. There are no electronic warfare Damaviks here. If Fidmac's gonna pull up, and my signature as a destroyer is a little bit bigger than a frigate. So I want to take this one out first. Oh, is that the Fidmax pulling up? That's really disturbing. Fidmax need to die. I mean, I'm not armor tank, so... Oh! Obviously not armor tanked. Capital next. Yeah. If only the Fidmac were to die, right? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Guess that ain't happening. A little bit of extra DPS. Would have killed the Vedmak, yeah. But it would be really close. Well, I guess the Talbar is good for Dark with rockets. The fleet issue. For tier 2 other stuff, I don't think it's a good idea. Maybe if you bling it out enough, but trying not to. And if the Talbar is not good enough, the Corax Navy issue is definitely not going to be good enough. I'll take a look at that one quickly, but this one does not get any defensive bonuses. None. But this one will be really good for tier 1. Because in tier 1 it doesn't need the defensive bonuses. So this one could be a tier 1 speedrunner in disguise. The Corax, the regular Corax is amazing. But if you get a little bit extra money, the Mamba is the worst of the Guristas line. If you need a fit for it, the Mamba testing has all been done and figured out for me. The Mamba, I've got a couple of fits that I've got, like that's a level 3 fit, but light missile, active tank, tier 2 solo, focused mainly on exotic. And I've got the tier 2 exotic and gamma passive shield tank fit. Also works fine. Gamma and exotic. If you want to go tier 3, you get one tank. Did they change the fit? This used to work. I guess you go IFFA on the damage control and that should fix it. But this is supposed to be a tank Mamba and a DPS Mamba for duos, but you only go tier 3. Is it worth it? No, it isn't. It's quite, it isn't. But yeah, the Talbar's just, it's too squishy. The Talbar's, like the worm is really tough to kill. The Gila is incredibly tough to kill. The Mamba is easy to kill. The problem with the Mamba and putting a good tank on it, or a really awesome tank on it, is fitting. There's not a lot of stuff you can fit, and the capacitor also isn't great. The damage is so fantastic. It puts out great damage. But the tank fails. More, if anything fails, it's going to be your tank. And if anything else fails besides the tank, it's going to be the capacitor. Next. This thing survives because of the DPS it has. Do I have anything Corax? Yes. Expensive, but okay. Ooh. Ooh. Just 200 TPS. That means it's tier 1. That is not enough for tier 2. Okay, it also gets the velocity bonus, so the rocket fits will work. 338.9 DPS. Yes. So Dark Corax, tier 2. I believe it's viable. Which means, let me just do it. I'll just buy it. 215 million? Sure, that's fine. I learned a lot about the Tower Fleet issue, especially what not to do, and the fact that it needs more DPS in some cases, which is why this thing fails even more with light missiles. And with rockets, I wouldn't go for anything else but Dark. Where was I? I need ammo. This fit does not include ammunition. Torpedo, I wish. Now the Corax is really easy. 10% bonus to light missile and rocket. Kinetic. So we're gonna be firing kinetic. Alright. Corax Navy issue. Gonna have to do a couple of jumps again. But this thing's gonna shred tier 1. Like really, it's if you get in range, it dies. I'm sure. And I know I've already done a tier list for tier 1 destroyers.
Drive active.
I know. See, that's why I like and don't like that they constantly make new ships. Do I have to redo that shit? Can I not just get away with like a pinned comment or something? Do I have to redo the whole bloody video? I mean, I cannot change the video or add something to the video after it's uploaded. Unless I'm missing something on YouTube. If that could be done, that would make it easy. I would just add it to the back of it and, you know, put it in the video. But I don't believe that's something I can do.
Warp drive active.
And for stuff like this, it is kind of annoying. Because I also don't want to delete my old video. I mean, it's not wrong about stuff. It's still right, but as right as I can be. With that, I mean, I could be wrong, and if you prove me wrong, please do. I'd be happy to change or adjust stuff.
Warp drive active.
The end goal is better fits, better stuff, better information. And I can be wrong. Anybody can be wrong. And if you got any constructive criticism to anything I do, don't hesitate. Please let me know. I do say constructive because I know very well there's also griefers and toxic people out there. Them, I honestly don't care. I don't care about you. If you want to help, always welcome.
Warp drive active.
2 jumps. I mean, obviously I'm wrong a lot of the time. Just watch how many ships and fits die. Of course I'm wrong. If I was always right, you really think I would be losing all the ships? It's trial and error. Something that looks good in the fitting tool may not work out in game.
Warp drive active.
And I'll be the idiot that tries it out. Because that's what I love. Beautiful ship though. I like the model though. Really do. I like the codex. Every version.
Warp drive active.
Okay, now I'm gonna pick up my cargo cannon space first. It still holds a bit of loot. Honestly, it might even hold the filaments I need. Tier 2, what are we gonna do? Dark, thin, exotic? Although exotic probably is where I again die. Maybe I shouldn't do dark. I mean exotic. Okay, what do I have now? Not enough filaments, okay. It is 3 AM, so I'm gonna test this Mamba. Sorry, that was a Mamba. Codex Navy issue. And then I'm gonna have to raid out and end stream. Because I don't want to stay super late. It's already 3 AM. I started late, I know. Late shift.
Requested. Docking request accepted.
I got a busy weekend. And it's not streaming this time. Because this is gonna be the only stream this weekend. Life happens. Sometimes life has good stuff in store. This weekend it has. I'm gonna have fun. Yes, good morning. You're correct, yep, I'll accept good morning. I still have to go to bed, but details. Testing the new destroyers, or at least
That was the the worst thing I ever heard. It was terrible. Horrendous. Well, it wasn't that bad. Oh, yeah? Oh, there were parts of it I liked. Yeah, I liked a lot of it. Yeah, it was good. It was great. It's wonderful. Oh, bravo. More.
A couple of them. Limited time. And I didn't prepare any fits because, of course, I didn't have the time. And only one stream this weekend.
Warp drive active.
The rest is cancelled due to events in real life. Doesn't happen often, but sometimes I go outside. You know the mythical world out there? Yeah, exactly. No. I'll touch some grass this weekend. And maybe the occasional bowling ball. Although if my back holds up. Tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, I'm going bowling. I had dinner, bowling, and drinks on the house with work. So, and when I get back, I'm not sure I'll do a stream. Probably shouldn't. Oh, I took a call. Damn it. Misclick. To my old place to go do more stuff there. I'm still busy moving. Wow. And at some point I'm gonna move out of this thing as well. I just can't find anything good in a place where I wanna live. I don't wanna live where I am. It's a city in the neighborhood here. I just don't like it. And the country, to be honest. But that one I cannot escape as easily. That's not easy. Tier 2 dark and immediately battle cruisers. Let's go for javelin. This thing does not have the shield booster bonus that the Talbar gets. So this thing will not tank as well as the Talbar. It does more damage. But it doesn't tank as well. $196 with javelin. Talbar fleet issue in comparison has 174. So that's 22 DPS extra on this. And I've got about almost 40 DPS with rage extra. Hey Morty, hello. Good evening, right? You know, I didn't want to make this a long stream because I'm tired and everything, but if everybody keeps popping in, I got no choice. No, that's not true. I know myself, I do it anyway.
That was the worst thing I ever heard. It was terrible. Horrendous. Well, it wasn't that bad. Oh, yeah? Oh, there were parts of it I liked. Yeah, I liked a lot of it. Yeah, it was good. It was great. It's wonderful. Oh, bravo. More.
But this is a Korax Navy issue in a tier 2 dark. I am, yeah. I lost 2 Talbars already. They're absolutely better than their tier 1 variants. They're all 100% sure better. Does not mean they're in tier 2 easily. Because Talbar, the light missile version, needs a little bit more DPS to make it viable for tier 2. I would stick with rockets for dark. Similar to the Codex. Tier 3 is no point. There's no point in going tier 3. There's no point. I mean, I could just lose one in tier 3. It will have to be dark. Because that's the only filament I even stand any chance. I stop you. This is a long one though.
Tell me where is Gandalf, for I much desire to speak with you. Tell me where is Gandalf, for I much desire to speak with you. Of Balrog of Morgoth. What did you say? Of Balrog of Morgoth. What did you say? They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Stupid fantoid. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Stupid fantoid. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Stupid fantoid. And never come back.
2.4 million? Let's go for the next room.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
What? Oh, starving Vedmak. Let's try Rage. I definitely want to kill Vedmak ASAP. With Rage, we've got 339 DPS. Oh fuck, Vedmak is annoying. It's my capacitor is going me.
The capacitor is empty.
Capacitor is him. Oh shit. Yep, it's over.
The capacitor is empty.
I am dead.
Capacitor is empty. The capacitor is empty. The capacitor is empty.
See you in Cheetah.
The capacitor is empty. 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 The capacitor is empty.
Come on. No. I refuse to die. No. Nope. I shall not die. Nope. 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 Still here. Still here.
The capacitor is empty.
No, it's not empty. I say it isn't. Fuck. Okay, did I mention before the Codex is squishier than Tower? I'm sure I've said it before. This is the proof. Talwar would not have gone to armor.
Charges. The capacitor is empty.
This is a little too close for comfort though. I don't like this. And this is dark. A place where this thing should shine.
The capacitor is empty.
Bringing out the classics today. Yeah, I'm starting to believe this thing might be better as a tier 1 speedrunner instead of a tier 2 tryhard. I'm not sure how I can make this tankier. Could try to fit a passive tank on this maybe, but no, this is a nice one. This is a free pass. I'm still alive. That was close though. Yep, always go loot first. No, I mean, I'm just greedy. 5 million though, that's not bad. Really good DPS on this one though. The Talwar has an issue of having a little bit lower DPS, but a better tank. And this thing has the issue of having a little bit lower tank, but better DPS. They're like each other's opposite, in a way. But I'd rather survive than have more DPS and die. So I would say the Talwar wins here. The fleet issue between these two. It's the shield booster bonus that carries the whole ship. Because I'm also running a medium shield booster, by the way. This is a medium one. I'm tired. Heavy week. And my back is hurting.
A module has run out of charges.
Tomorrow, eating, drinking, bowling with work. And a party maybe. And on Sunday, live action roleplay, medieval reenactment with a couple of friends. I'm not gonna actually do the reenacting, especially not with this back. Fuck. But I'll go watch and drink some mead, probably. Never had any real mead. Could be good. Most likely no stream on Sunday. Because I have an early shift, so there may not be enough time. You also notice all these missiles flying behind me, trying to catch up. This thing launches missiles, but the missiles are so incredibly slow that you can easily outrun them. That's what they are. They're all launched by it, but they're not catching me. Unless I stop, then they all hit. They all hit at once, and that is gonna hurt. Okay, that was tier 2 dark. I don't like this. Especially since this character's skills are perfect for subcapitals. Almost everything. And with those good skills, you still go that low. So anybody who flies this in tier 2 dark that doesn't have most skills on max, it will suffer. You may get away with a lucky run, but I'm not going to recommend this for tier 2 dark. And tier 2 exotic is only going to be worse, because if a tank already fails in dark, it's definitely going to fail in exotic. Because dark has a speed tanking component to it, which usually makes bits that are not as tough work there. I expect the Corax Navy to be a disappointment for tier 2.
Drive active.
And it has. It has been. Tier 1 though, you could probably go with a much cheaper fit and you'll do fantastic. Like, it will be a really nice speedrunner. Might be, depending on the price, a really good one to go for if you want to do destroyers. Definitely cheaper than the Mamba. Also, no need to train drones. So I would say if you basically progress, although even then I would run a hook bill or something. But let's say you really are dead set on destroyers or Caldari and missiles as a path. You'd go with a Kestrel for tier 0. You could stick to a Kestrel for tier 1. But you could also switch to a hook bill, which runs better, more comfortable. Or go Corax or Corax Navy, I guess, to run extremely comfortable. And then for tier 2, probably I would go Cruiser, Caracal, depending on skills. If your skills are good enough for a Hawk, Hawk's the obvious answer. But I would still go tier 1 with the Hawk because of faster runs, more risk per hour, just less risk also. Tier 3, I would step up into... I'm not sure about Caracal Navy, I haven't done it myself, but tier 4 is definitely Cerberus, onwards to tier 6 with Caldari. Forget the Eagle exists. It sucks. The Onyx is an option for until tier 5. Tier 5 max for the Onyx is also possible. But I would rather train into heavy assault cruiser for Cerberus in that case. Let's repair. And I'm gonna abandon tier 2 in this thing. But I will take a look at the fit. Maybe make a tier 1 a cheap tier 1 version Yeah, the light missile one just does not work at all. Too low tank. Oh, this is the light missile. Oh, well, we can make one for tier 1. Probably runs most filaments. Just need to get rid of this. And let me check what my other codex does. The regular one. What do I use? Small shield booster does it? Really? Well then this one's just gonna be... I can fit the exact same and be better with it. Cheap as fuck. Small shield booster take 2, seriously. That is enough. It's 40, really? Okay. We go take 2 on this one. We go... I can go without that, maybe add another ballistic. A bit much. Crosslink. Second crosslink. Yeah. 31.9% cap stable. Not great, not terrible. For tier 1 you don't get that feedback in there, by the way. That starving feedback killed the other one almost. You don't get that one in tier 1. 227 DPS with light missiles. For tier 1 that is overkill. 47 range. 82.4 million ISK cost. Yeah. I would run this. T1 Caldari Navy issue, light missile. I will check this one out to see which better. That's something I'll check out later. I'll get this one back into the game. Save for Corp. The light missile tech 2 one, I'm just gonna hit the delete button here. The rocket one will be an easy fix if a small shield booster does it. Then we can lose the 148 million right there. So we keep the excellent DPS. We just decrease the tank and the cost. And there we go, 72 million. 339 DPS at 13 kilometers, or just under 13. A tier 1 blitzer, I would say, for a destroyer. It's only limited by its own speed with the afterburner. There we go. We've got ammo. Oh, nanite. Always fit nanite. You don't have to use it. At least you'll have it available if you need to. Because overheating saves lives. Thermodynamics is a must-have for abyssals, I would say. Doesn't need to be level 5, but have a couple of levels. Or at least have the ability to overheat for a couple of cycles at minimum. It might save your life. This might also run exotic, but I'm gonna have to test that in the future. Korax Navy issue for me, tier 2. If you really think you're lucky, go for it. I'm probably not gonna go for it again. Right, clipboard, bit from clipboard. Nope, shit. 2 clipboard, by far 2 clipboard. Thank you. Yeah. I'm naming this one tier 2 dark tryhard. We are past 3 AM. I'm gonna change the name of this one. Okay, let me check. Kick, how are you doing? Nobody watching on Kick, hardly anybody watching on Twitch. Alright, then I'm just gonna close it. I am getting tired. There seems to be no reason to continue. Friday always seems to be one of the worst days to stream. Why is that? I'm just curious. Why is Friday always so bad? It's always bad for me. Maybe I should not stream Fridays and then only do 2 streams a week. That's a bit too low now. So anyway, I guess I'll make somebody happy with a couple of viewers. Let's go raid. I will be back maybe this weekend. Most likely I'll try to do an extra stream during next week, and if not, I'll probably make the mistake of streaming on Fridays again, because it seems to be an absolute terrible time to stream. It is for me. Who is live with Eveline? Who can we make tiny little bit happier? I don't want to raid autonomous dog. Troubles and strife. Oh, yeah. How long have they been going? Let's rate Troubles and Strife. I don't often get the opportunity because I'm usually later Well, it is actually bloody late. Okay. Let me see, where's my... So, Kick and YouTube. I cannot rate there, so... I will have to see you next time. See ya. It was fun testing them out, honestly. It really was. I'll do more of it. Let's rate and let's see you this weekend or next week.